In March of 2022, 3 roommates in Austin, Texas, installed a baby monitor in their hallway because they kept hearing noises at night. On the 7th night, the camera recorded something that none of them can explain. I have seen a lot of scary things on the internet, a lot of stories that people swear are true. But this one has police reports, this one has camera footage, this one has 3 witnesses who all tell the exact same story. And after you hear it, you are going to unplug every camera in your house, because some things are better left unseen. Jenna Marsh was 25 years old. She worked as a graphic designer for a small marketing company in downtown Austin. She was the kind of person who had her life together, organized, independent, the friend everyone went to when they needed advice. In January of 2022, she moved into a 3-bedroom rental house in a quiet neighborhood on the east side of Austin with 2 of her closest friends. Ava Chen was 24, Jenna's best friend since college. She was loud and fearless, the kind of girl who would investigate a strange noise at 3 a.m. while everyone else hid under the covers. Nothing scared Ava. She said that all the time. Nothing scares me. Riley Brennan was 23, the quietest of the 3. She was an elementary school teacher. Sweet, gentle. She had this nervous habit of braiding and unbraiding her hair when she was anxious. She was the most sensitive one in the group, the one who felt things before they happened. The house was a single-story, 3-bedroom place on a dead-end street. Nothing special about it. A small living room, an open kitchen, a hallway that connected all 3 bedrooms with a bathroom at the end. It had been built in the 1970s and it looked like it. Wood paneling on some walls, old carpet in the bedrooms, a sliding glass door in the living room that led to a small fenced backyard. The rent was reasonable. The neighborhood was quiet. The landlord was responsive. On paper, everything about that house was fine, but Riley felt something wrong from the very first night. She told Jenna she felt like the house was watching them. Jenna told her she was being dramatic. She wasn't. The first month was completely normal. They decorated. They had friends over. They cooked dinner together most nights. It was everything they wanted, but sometime in the middle of February, things started. Small things. Jenna would come home from work and find the sliding glass door unlocked. She was always the last one to leave in the morning, and she always locked it. Always. Ava started noticing that things in her bedroom had been moved, not obviously, just slightly. Her perfume bottles rearranged on her dresser. Her closet door open when she had closed it. Her desk chair pushed to a different spot. And Riley started hearing something at night. She described it as a tapping sound. Not like knocking, more like someone slowly tapping their fingernail against glass. It came from her bedroom window. Always after midnight, always exactly 3 taps, then silence. She checked outside her window every morning. There was nothing there. No tree branches, no loose shutters, nothing that could make that sound. Riley told Jenna and Ava about the tapping. Ava checked the windows and found nothing. Jenna said it was probably a bird or a bug, but Riley noticed something that neither of them did. The tapping always came in 3s, and it was getting louder each night. By the first week of March, all 3 of them were on edge. Things were being moved, doors were unlocked. The tapping continued every night. Jenna decided they needed answers. She bought a baby monitor camera, the kind with night vision and motion detection. She set it up on a shelf in the hallway that connected all 3 bedrooms. It pointed straight down the hall so it could see all 3 bedroom doors and the bathroom door at the end. She connected it to her phone. Live feed, motion alerts, cloud recording. Night 1, nothing. Night 2, nothing. Night 3. A motion alert at 2:44 a.m. Jenna checked the recording in the morning. It was triggered by Riley's cat walking through the hallway. Night 4 through 6. Nothing. Night 7. March 14th, 2022. The motion alert went off at 2:11 a.m. Jenna didn't check it until the morning. She was asleep when it triggered. When she woke up, she grabbed her phone off the nightstand and opened the camera app. She tapped on the recording from 2:11 a.m. Narration. Very slow, measured. Every word matters. And what she saw made her drop her phone on the floor. The recording begins with the hallway in night vision. Everything is in that green-gray tint. All 3 bedroom doors are closed. The hallway is empty. For the first 4 seconds, nothing happens. Then at the far end of the hallway, the bathroom door slowly opens. By itself. There is no one behind it. It just opens about halfway and stops. For 6 seconds, nothing else happens. The bathroom door stays open. The hallway is still. Then a shadow appears on the hallway floor. Not a person. A shadow. It stretches out from inside the bathroom doorway across the hallway floor, like something is standing just inside the bathroom just out of the camera's view, casting a shadow into the hall. The shadow is long and thin. Too thin for a normal person, and it is completely still. Then it moves. The shadow slides slowly across the hallway floor, not like someone walking, like something gliding, smooth, unnatural. No footsteps, no sound. It moves down the hallway toward the bedrooms. The shadow stops in front of Riley's bedroom door. It stays there for 11 seconds. 11 seconds of a long, thin shadow sitting motionless outside Riley's door. Then Riley's door opens, slowly. Just like the bathroom door, no one touching it. It opens by itself about a foot. The shadow slides inside the room. The door stays open. For the next 3 minutes and 42 seconds, the camera records an open bedroom door and an empty hallway. Then the shadow slides back out of Riley's room. It moves back down the hallway toward the bathroom. It disappears into the bathroom doorway. The bathroom door slowly closes. Riley's bedroom door remains open. Riley slept through the entire thing. Something was in her room for 3 minutes and 42 seconds, standing in the dark, while she slept, and she never knew. Jenna showed the footage to Ava and Riley that morning. Ava watched it 3 times. She didn't say a word. The girl who said "nothing scares me" watched that video and went completely silent. Riley watched it once. She made it to the part where the shadow entered her room and she started crying. She couldn't finish it. They called the police. 2 officers came to the house that afternoon. Jenna showed them the footage. One officer watched it on her phone while the other searched the house. They checked every room, every closet, the attic, the crawl space under the house, every window, every lock. Nothing. No signs of entry. No signs of anyone being in the house. No footprints in the crawl space. No disturbed insulation in the attic. Nothing. The officer who watched the video asked Jenna to send it to him. He said he couldn't explain what was on the recording. He said the shadow didn't move like a normal shadow. It moved independently. It didn't match any light source in the hallway. It moved on its own. He told them he had been a police officer for 14 years and he had never seen anything like that footage. He also told them something off the record. He said 3 years ago he had responded to a call at the same address. A previous tenant, a woman living alone. She had called 911 in the middle of the night screaming that someone was inside her house. When officers arrived, they found every door and window locked from the inside. No signs of forced entry, no one else in the house. The woman moved out the next day. She broke her lease and left. The same house, the same hallway, the same thing happening to different people years apart. Jenna, Ava, and Riley stayed in the house one more night because they had nowhere to go on short notice. That was a mistake. At 2:11 a.m., the exact same time as the footage, Riley woke up. The tapping was back, but it wasn't coming from the window anymore. It was coming from inside her closet. 3 slow taps, then silence. 3 more taps, then silence. Riley didn't move. She lay in bed staring at the closet door in the dark, tears running down her face, her hands gripping the sheets. Then the tapping stopped, and the closet door began to open. Riley screamed. She screamed so loud that Jenna and Ava were in her room within seconds. They turned on every light. They opened the closet. It was empty. But on the inside of the closet door, scratched into the wood, were 3 long marks. Like fingernails had been dragged down the inside of the door. The scratches were fresh. The wood shavings were still on the closet floor. They left that night at 3 a.m. They drove to a hotel and never went back. They broke the lease. The landlord didn't fight it. He said he understood. He didn't ask why. Jenna said in an interview later that the worst part wasn't the footage. It wasn't the shadow. It wasn't even the scratches on the closet door. The worst part was knowing that whatever was in that house had been coming into Riley's room every night, probably since they moved in. The tapping wasn't something trying to get in. It was something letting her know it was already there. Ava never said "nothing scares me" again. Her friend said she started sleeping with the lights on. The fearless one became afraid of the dark. Riley moved back to her parents' house in Colorado. She didn't live alone for 2 years. She said she still hears the tapping sometimes. 3 taps. Always 3. Even in rooms where there are no windows. She said she doesn't think it was attached to the house. She thinks it followed her. And Jenna still has the footage saved on her phone. She said she's watched it probably 100 times trying to understand what that shadow is, where it came from, what it wanted. She said the thing that haunts her most is the 3 minutes and 42 seconds. 3 minutes and 42 seconds of something standing in the dark next to her best friend's bed. And on the video, you can see Riley's blanket move, just barely, like something brushed against it, like something was reaching for her. I want you to do something right now. Look at the nearest doorway. Whatever room you're in right now, look at the door. Now imagine the door slowly opening by itself in the middle of the night, and a shadow sliding across the floor toward your bed. You can't see what's casting it, there's nothing there. But the shadow moves anyway. It comes into your room, it stops next to your bed, and it stays there for 3 minutes and 42 seconds. What was it doing for those 3 minutes? If this story made you want to check your closet door right now, subscribe, because the next one I am sharing involves a camera that recorded something much worse. Stay safe tonight, check your locks, and if you hear 3 taps after midnight, don't answer.